UCW-ZERO, how are you guys doing tonight? That's what I love to hear. I absolutely love it. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here tonight, and there are a few reasons I want to do that. Let's take a moment to realize just how great UCW-ZERO has been over these past months since I've taken over as your president. Our attendance is out the door. We have to add chairs to every single show, and you people make that possible. And I'm flattered that I'm the reason you people come through the door. Our numbers on Amazon Prime are off the charts. And it's because each and every one of you with your Amazon Prime accounts log on. And I don't want to take all the credit, but thank you for watching just for me. It is the reason why Rey Mysterio is coming to main event UCW-ZERO 15th anniversary show. I am the reason that it will be a complete sellout.
Okay. I have heard enough of this. Now, Josh.
Victoria, why did you give him a mic?
No, Josh. I didn't want to do this here. And I still don't want to do it in front of all these people. So if you'd like to join me in the back, we can talk about this in private. But if you don't mind, we could also do it right here in front of all of these people. Now,
whoa, hang on.
Look, I heard everything you said, and while I understand that the last few months have been great, you've been able to put, people in about 80% of the chairs in this room. That's fantastic.
That's Common Core math, clearly.
The board of directors called me because not only are they aware that I am one of the men directly responsible for professional wrestling in Utah, I am also a fantastic marketer and a hell of a promoter. So they wanted me to see what I could do about making UCW a little better for the 15th anniversary show. Because quite frankly, they're a little worried about how you're performing. And I can't say I disagree. Now, I'm not a tough guy. I don't want to fight you. I left my wrestling gloves and shoes in the ring a long time ago. But I'm also not the kind of guy who's going to come in here and just fire you. I have the authority from the board of directors to do so, but I'm not going to. I'm not the kind of guy to just take office and just start signing executive orders. I'm not that guy.
Wait a minute.
I'm a fair and unbiased.
Wait, is this about the referees? Because I'm working on the referees.
No.
I'm going to get new ones. It's not a problem.
Well, you know what? After tonight, maybe I'll have an opening for a referee job that I can give you. So tell you what, I'm going to give you an opportunity to keep your job. I'm going to just give you the chance to maybe, continue to do what you do. So why don't you head into the back and find, say, 3 wrestlers. I'll do the same. And then later tonight, my guys will take on your guys. If we win, I take over UCW through the anniversary show, and you're out of here. If you win, I walk out of here, and I just sit in the audience, and that's what I do from now on.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not.
Because most of your jokes have punchlines. I'm still waiting for this one.
Yeah. Well, maybe the funny part's going to be later tonight when I take your job. I'll see you later on tonight, bud.
Hey, wait a minute. I have to sit at that commentary table until intermission. I can't talk to anyone in the back until then.
Well, I guess I get a jump start on picking, don't I?
No. You don't get nothing.
We'll go see. I'm just going to start talking to a few people. Good luck. Enjoy your commentary job. I might take...
And this is a match that I am very excited about. I mean, Dante Acosta, not as much experience as Martin Casals per se, but I mean, the guy has had an incredibly successful year, and he's looking to have a very successful 2017.
Well, and you got to think Dante Acosta in a territory right now, as tonight he will be without his Hate Crew brother in Nick Valentino. Nick Valentino was taken out at our previous show, and he's not here tonight.
And right there, Dante taking out Martin Casals with a series of rabid forearms right to the jaw. I would say it knocked Martin Casals funny, but this guy is always a little bit off of his rocker.
You know, good for Dante Acosta. You know, he's coming in here tonight with a respectable haircut as well. So, off to a good start.
If you say so, Josh.
I do. I know a good thing about haircuts or two. This cost me $40.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice hip toss there by Martin Casals. And I don't know if he's trying to mock Dante or maybe start a Dante chant. Well, it started a Dante chant. It will be interesting to see what kind of a strategy Acosta employs in this matchup, given that Martin Casals is quite a bit bigger than he is.
Yeah, you know what? I've got to agree with that. One of the things, both of these guys, both very athletic. Both were amateur wrestlers in high school as well. So, you know, we could essentially be looking at what Dante Acosta could become at some point down the road.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the amateur wrestling background, because one of the big differences between amateur wrestling and professional wrestling is in amateur wrestling there is weight limits. And if you look at these two competitors, I would estimate that Martin Casals overweighs Acosta by a good 60 to 80 pounds.
Yeah, definitely. And you were saying it exactly right. There are divisions. Casals would be 2 or 3 divisions above Acosta for sure. But one of the things that we've learned in the professional wrestling world is that your weight is just one of many factors. I mean, guys like Los Mochi Paco can go up against guys like Titan and end up becoming the victor. For those of you who don't remember Titan, big guy, about 6'9", 330, 350 maybe.
Yeah, huge man. Dante Acosta, though, looking to equalize the advantage. And look at that. Now
there
it's
you
taking
go.
time to taunt Martin Casals.
I will say, as far as the younger generation, guys who have only been on the roster for a year or two, Dante Acosta does have one of the better builds on the roster.
Oh, I'll agree with that. I mean, he's got an athletic build, and it's functional muscle, and that's what I see when I see Dante Acosta, functional muscle mass.
Well, and another thing to consider is that really what we're seeing in the ring tonight is kind of a mini, beautiful cross body right there, beautiful. A mini preview of the main event of our UCW-ZERO 15th anniversary show. These two will be on opposing teams in a 6-man tag. The team of Dante Acosta, Bobby Jackson as he's going by now, and Rey Mysterio going up against Martin Casals, Junior X, beautiful right there, nice. Junior X and the UCW-ZERO champion in Los Mochi Paco.
And what a big win it would be for Acosta to score kind of the preemptive strike by defeating Martin Casals in a one-on-one match just 3 weeks away from the anniversary show.
Yeah, I mean, if Acosta can maintain the momentum that he has in this match right now, all the way to the 15th anniversary, wow!
What a maneuver, a flip dive over the top rope, taking out Martin Casals. And Acosta looks great to start here. This could be a huge victory for this young man.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, any time that you can get a victory over a guy like Casals or any established veteran like himself, it's incredible. But to get one here to start the show right before our 15th anniversary, that's another notch in a belt.
And I'll say this about Acosta. Man. It's a cheap shot from Casals, but up to this point, Acosta has not looked intimidated by the bigger, more experienced Martin Casals.
Well, and you know what? That's the thing about Acosta is that even though the fans right here are cheering Acosta, he's always carried a little bit of an ego with him, as though there's only a 2 count right there.
Well, sometimes you need a chip on your shoulder. I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you? I think that's how Acosta thinks. And you know what? I think along the same lines.
You know, Derek, one of the things that they teach athletes, and especially these two in this situation would appreciate it, is that you're not really, oh, wow, beautiful chop right there. You're not really facing an opponent in the ring. The only person that you're facing is yourself. If you in your own mindset are not capable of doing something, or you can't defeat the odds, and you say that to yourself, you've already lost.
Well, and in this match, Dante Acosta not only has to defeat the odds, but it looks like he is going to have a heck of a time trying to defeat Martin Casals, as right now Casals a decided advantage. Good big duck. Oh, and he rips Casals open with a chop. Make it 2. Acosta fighting back. Let's see if he can continue the momentum here.
Oh man.
And the answer to that was a definitive no.
Derek, as we got a pinfall here, only a 2 count. What makes a good chop, Derek? I mean, you notice we just had a little back and forth there. We heard a significant difference between the chops between those two. But is it surface area? Is it the angle that you go in at? How much power you bring?
Well, it's placement on the chest, and you want to chop up into their body, not only because that is the loudest, but believe me, that is the most painful. And I think both of these chops, I mean, no matter what they sound like, you're getting smacked in the chest as hard as the other person can throw his arm. Ooh. Speaking of throwing arms, Casaus, big forearm to the back of Acosta, belly-to-back suplex perhaps. Nice maneuver.
Oh my gosh!
Goodness. And he rocks Casaus, make it twice, straight to the chin. Casaus on Dreamstick. Oh, and he goes downstairs. Oh, to the Adam's apple. Cover him, young man, cover him.
Oh, this has got to be it right here. Acosta's going to get the victory here.
Oh. Casaus barely kicks out after a series of super kicks to both the chin and the leg of Martin Casaus. Man, I'm surprised. I honestly thought that this was going to be a tough match, but, I mean, I would have put money on Casaus to start, and right now I'm asking to replace my bet.
Oh, and look at this. Oh, whoa! He just countered that into a DDT?
And you got to roll over and cover him, Acosta. He's wasting precious time.
Oh, my gosh. Vegas is about to lose a lot of money.
Oh. Casaus barely kicks out, and you got to think that extra 2 seconds that Acosta took to try to regroup before he made the cover could have cost him the match there.
Oh, man!
Goodness, pump kick right to the face. And if you're referee Noah, I would check the eyes of Dante. He looks like this boy looks out. Look at Acosta's eyes right now. He looks like he is legitimately knocked out.
I think if there's one thing we're about to learn right now, it's that you never doubt a veteran like Martin Casaus, because he literally, with just one boot to the face, has got himself back in this match.
Well, the velocity of that pump kick, I mean, it caught him like square. That size, I don't know, what is it, a size 14 boot? But Acosta still firing back. Oh! Running drop kick right to the chest. Oh, and that one right to the jaw.
Oh, my God.
That prominent jaw of Casaus. Oh, make it 3. And the momentum all in Acosta's pocket right now. Cover. Oh. Didn't have the energy to neutralize the legs, and when you saw the kick out, and it was a kick out, I think that was the deciding factor there.
Man, I'll tell you what, I've seen missiles shot out of bazookas that were slower than at the rate that he was kicking Martin Casaus in the chest and the face right there.
And Acosta sizing him up. What's he going for here?
Oh, my goodness.
Trying to get the bigger man on his shoulders, but just couldn't hold him up. Martin, no problem doing so himself.
Yeah, Casaus says, let me show you how it's done, young man.
What's this? Oh, cross body. And another 2 count. Acosta pressing the advantage. He's got Casaus reeling at this juncture of the match. Don't let frustration sit in, Acosta. Stay on him, boy. Stay on him.
Oh, man. And, Acosta maybe a little bit out of it, but he wants to go up to the top rope here. He's got something in mind to try and take out Casaus here.
Taking his time, though. Is Casaus going to have time to regroup?
Oh, wow. Elbow to the midsection.
You got to give him that. Resourceful counter by Casaus. Full of steel.
Oh, my gosh.
Goodness. Stomping his face into the mat, and that's the 3 count. What a battle.
And
what a battle
winner,
to kick us off here at Tough Love.
Casaus.
You know, and I worry a little bit about Acosta, who has a history of head injuries. That stomp was brutal.
Yeah, I mean, he literally stomped through Acosta, forcing his head right into the mat. And what's next for Casaus? Well, you tell me. What's next for Casaus?
Well, I mean, you know what? The next thing for Casaus is that main event at the 15th anniversary show. Dante Acosta, assuming he passes the background, will be there as well.
Yeah, and Casals, big victory here. Well, but will he have the same amount of success when he squares off against Rey Mysterio and company on May the 4th?
Passes a medical check, excuse me. I apologize for the mix-up. Folks, when we return, we've got more UCW-ZERO.
So who's your pick in this match, Josh? I mean, we got Leo Wolf. We saw him in a four-way last. He had an impressive showing against 3 top-tier competitors in UCW-ZERO. And now tonight, against Remington the 4th.
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, when it comes down to it, I think Wolf is going to be a competitor who not only has the support of the audience, but maybe has a little bit more experience in the ring. And that's just a consistency thing. I think that if Remington was here a little bit more, then he could totally take Leo Wolf 9 out of 10 times.
And the one thing I will say about Remington is, I mean, this guy is unproven, both for better and for worse. I just don't know much about this guy. In fact, this is probably only the second time I've seen him in the ring, and I'm really looking forward to see what he's all about.
Well, let me put it to you this way, Janetti. This guy was so stoked about having you here tonight, he got new boots to wrestle in.
Did he get a new sweater
You didn't
vest?
even. It's cashmere.
That's cashmere?
You should not wrestle in cashmere.
Oh.
You don't do that to cashmere.
Can you see through cashmere?
I don't know, but you definitely don't do that to cashmere.
Oh, he's going to hit the ref. Help him out, Noah.
Hey,
Well.
Noah, you be careful with that cashmere.
Cashmere. I guess you could say he pulled the wool over his eyes.
It's
And now big arm drag.
I don't think cashmere is wool, but I get what you were trying to say.
A Japanese arm drag. And another arm drag. And Leo Wolf looking very impressive in the early going of this matchup.
Well, and you know what? One thing that I will tell you is that Leo Wolf has definitely put R.J. Remington IV in a very odd situation. I don't think Remington often gets put in moves like this.
And Remington using the hair to pull Leo Wolf into the ropes. Noah trying to break it up like a good ref does. Oh, opens him up, kick to the stomach. Shoot on by Remington. Oh, inverted atomic drop. Beautifully executed by Leo. And a kick. And a big back elbow right to the jaw. And Remington looks like he's in trouble here.
Tell you what, man, who knew Wolves knew how to fly?
Yeah, what a back elbow. I wasn't expecting that.
No, absolutely not.
And now Remington, he looks like he wants a timeout.
No timeouts in wrestling.
Leo Wolf, though, going to give him this opportunity. And I don't know what Remington is gloating about right now.
But mostly, what is... I don't... Sorry, there is a fan in the audience who just offered me some Vienna sausages.
Don't take it.
I'm not going to.
Oh, and pulls him down by the hair. Big mistake there by Leo Wolf. I mean, he turned his back on R.J. Remington, and he's paying the price. Remington the 4th now, pressing the offensive advantage while seizing that opportunity. Impressive maneuvers there. And from a guy who hangs out at the country club, he's got a mean streak to him.
Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely agree with that. You know, the thing is that putter is there for a reason. It's to finish his golf game. You always finish it on a short game. You always use that putter.
Well, he's
and
using
wait a
that
minute.
putter right now, trying to choke. And that's illegal. And the ref now turning his back. And I'll tell you, this Remington, he's showing some cagey experience here. I mean, using the placement of the ref to seize the advantage. Nice maneuver there.
Well, and you know, Derek, I don't know if you were here for it, but there was one point where R.J. Remington threw $100 bills with himself on the face of them to the crowd. So
I'm assuming those are not really worth $100. Those aren't Franklin's.
Oh, no, but the Remingtons, they're almost as good.
I'm going to say no. Like when you look at the monetary value, you're looking at 1 cent to $100. That's
Right.
not even close.
What, like 1 cent is not close?
To $100?
Well, yeah, okay, it's farther away than some.
Your math is way off, Mr. Damien.
It's Common Core. That's not the point.
But Remington, I mean, ever since he pulled Leo Wolf down by his hair, he's been on offense here. Shoots him off. Goes for the hip toss. Block. Leo Wolf going for a hip toss. Oh. And a kick to the stomach. Oh, what a jawbreaker, but he actually dug his forehead right into the face of Leo Wolf. What a maneuver.
Well, and I'll tell you what, I mean, Leo Wolf not looking like he's in a good spot right now.
And I've been very surprised not only at Remington the fourth, but that Leo Wolf has not been able to really gather himself and mount much of a comeback here. Big chop there by Remington the fourth. Oh, make it 2, but he's just angered Leo Wolf.
Oh, boy. Well.
Oh,
wow.
And Wolf looks upset right now. Oh, my goodness. Leo Wolf caving in the chest of Remington, treating him like his caddy right now. Shoots him off. Nice counter. Goes neck breaker. What a maneuver by Leo Wolf. Cover. And Noah found that Remington the fourth's shoulder was actually up there.
Man, I'll tell you what, I mean, I haven't seen an intensity in a competitor like this in quite some time. You know, remnants of maybe a David the Destroyer, for example.
Yeah, I think that's a good comparison. And Remington, what's he going for here? Looks like he's going to dig that fist. No, he tripped. Big mistake there.
That was intentional. He meant to do that.
Up on the shoulders, what could this be? Oh, knee right to the temple, that's it.
Wow.
And Remington the fourth put away. Strong showing by Leo Wolf. Are you going to be recruiting this boy?
I'll tell you what, I mean, he and I definitely need to have a conversation about joining up the game.
Big win from Leo Wolf, and we'll see what's next for this competitor as the months roll along here in UCW.
Alrighty, sir. It has been quite a few months since we've seen you back in a UCW-ZERO ring. You know, you came back last summer, you won the UCW-ZERO Heavyweight Championship, you went on quite a run, and we haven't seen you since then, but you're one of the UCW-ZERO originals. So as we head into the 15th anniversary on March 4th at the complex, I just have to ask, I think myself and everybody here is wondering, do you have any plans for the anniversary show?
Well, Vicki, I don't have any plans right now, but it would be an absolute honor to be part of the 15th anniversary show. So anything could happen. What I want to know is, are all of you planning on going to the 15th anniversary show? Let's hear it. Hey, it's going to be the biggest show in the history of UCW-ZERO. So I want to see all of you guys there, okay?
Awesome. Now, with that being said, I think knowing that, you want to be involved in some way, hopefully we can get something worked out between you and Josh Damien or Marcus, should he win that match later on tonight. Now, with that being said, since you haven't been gone these last couple of months, tell us, what have you been up to? What's going on in the world of Blitz?
Well, after I lost the belt last year, I kind of had some back and some neck injuries that I was kind of taking care of. But more importantly, I became a father. So I had a little baby boy. His name is Roxas Rogar, and he's going to be the next future UCW heavyweight champion.
That's awesome. That's just super exciting. And especially, too, you know, I bet it would mean a lot to you to be able to see him, you know, in the fans should something get worked out and you can be there. Jasper? Excuse me, Jasper, what are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm trying to have an interview with Blitz right now. Like, this doesn't concern you currently, and he's being really weird.
Shoulder.
Who let that random fisherman in here? Oh my God, it's Jason Bravo.
Crowbar to the shoulder on 2 separate occasions. And Jasper, I don't think I've ever seen Jasper involved in any physicality in here in UCW-ZERO.
No.
What are we seeing this?
I don't know,
Josh,
but
get the refs out here.
Bravo.
Oh my goodness.
Bravo was wearing a sling, and clearly the sling is a lie.
I mean, Josh, you're the president. Get some refs out here. Put an end to this.
They should be out here. I don't know where security is.
I mean, you're the president. Do something.
If you didn't have any plans at the anniversary show before, well, you do now.
Oh, my goodness. Oh. The gauntlet has been laid down, and the
You
crowbar.
and me, one-on-one, in an I Quit submission match.
And like I mentioned, the gauntlet has been laid down.
So you have until then to accept, unless you want to embarrass your newborn son. Because you and I, we have some unfinished business. And at the anniversary show, I'm going to settle it once and for all.
Put your hands together for
Jason Bravo, an unprovoked attack on Blitz. And a challenge has been made for the 15th anniversary show. I guess the question is, will Blitz answer the challenge?
Well, I was about to say, it seems fitting that Bravo has been sitting out with a shoulder injury, and Blitz Rogar might want that sling now.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Bravo just threw it in the ring, almost symbolic, but...
Well, and I'll tell you what, Ultra X title on the line. These matches are always exciting. Some of the great Ultra X champions of the past would include gentlemen like Antonio Maestre, guys like Dallas Murdoch. Can you name some of your favorite Ultra X champions?
Oh, Zach James.
Of course, Zach James.
I thought Zach James represented the belt very well right now.
A guy that I don't think gets a lot of credit, but Kid Cade.
Yeah, very good. Very good example right there. Junior X shooting Montoya off. Montoya fires back with an elbow. Nice maneuver there. What's this? Nice head scissors by Montoya. I was not expecting that. Runs through him with a lariat. Make it 2 from corner to corner. Lots of momentum here from Montoya.
Well, and I'll tell you what, I mean, you know, you got to give Montoya a lot of credit, not just for what we're seeing in the ring right now, but the fact that he hasn't even been with the company for 5 months. He's been doing training, he's been working on his skills and everything in between, and to have an Ultra X title shot this early into his training, this early into his career, that's phenomenal progress.
Yeah, what a phenomenal opportunity this could be for so young in his UCW-ZERO career to be an Ultra X champion already. I didn't get a gold for a good year before in UCW-ZERO after starting my training.
And, you know, we've been doing this for 15 years now. One of the things, I joined the company shortly after we had left the Fight Coliseum, if you recall that time. But before that, it was you know, as Junior X is getting closer and closer to being
Well, when you say how many shows we do a month, I look at it like experience. And right now, Montoya is showing a lack of experience as he is dumped over the top rope. Did you see his lower back hit the side of the apron? Oh, my goodness. Oh, a body slam on the concrete floor. And that could be it for Montoya. Junior X distracting the ref. The ref did not see a thing. Oh, and props to Montoya for kicking out. I mean, that body slam, did you hear that? The human body is not meant to be slammed on concrete like that. I mean, that was a sick thud.
I'll tell you what, man, there's so many misconceptions about this sport. You know, a lot of people think that the ring is the same as like a bed mattress or other things like that. There are obviously precautions taken, but that concrete is nothing but concrete. There is no padding. There is no protection against it.
And very smart here. Junior X knows that the back of Montoya is compromised, and you'll notice he directs his attack straight to the back with that backbreaker. Oh, and pulls him right down. I mean, you might not like the tactics, but you have to appreciate the strategy being employed by Junior X here. Distracting the ref, seizing the advantage, and now that attack solemnly directed to the back of Tony Montoya.
Just a smart veteran move. You target one part of a body and you just go for it. I mean, I'm sure the viewers watching at home, if any of you have ever broken a bone or dislocated anything, you slowly realize that you have issues doing day-to-day tasks just by having that one thing taken away from you. It's the same thing in the wrestling ring.
Yeah, and you know, Montoya, when your back is hurting, you can see there's a sense of urgency that he has right there. And Junior X using that urgency against Montoya. Junior X in complete control right here. This match might be on borrowed time.
You've worked with the 801 District almost every single day of your career in one way or another, whether it's an actual match in the ring or just backstage with the boys. I mean, what have you noticed from your time when you first worked with them? And look at this! Beautiful execution from Junior X, but what have you noticed when they first started to now?
Well, you know, I talk a lot about experience, and they've used that experience. They've grown from that experience, and they've been shaped by that experience to become not only a great team, but great individual competitors. And what I really see is they've used that experience to take advantage of the little things. And when they take advantage of those little things, they turn those into the big things that get you wins in a wrestling ring. Case in point. Well, since that slam on the concrete, Tony Montoya has actually, I mean, he has not been able to mount any offense to counter Junior X's absolute assault. And that assault continues with the point of his shoulder driven right into the lower back of Tony Montoya. Oh.
Well, and you know what? They called the show Tough Love, but apparently it is the night of the chop. First time tonight we're seeing back chops, though, I will say that.
You know, I would say insult to injury, but it all comes out as pain for Tony Montoya right now. I'm surprised this youngster has still been able to kick out. But there's a big difference between kicking out and coming back, and that might be what he's doing right now. Forearm to the head. What's he going to do here? Off the ropes, looking for a sunset flip. Can he get Junior X over? No, X blocks it. Oh, and a knee right to the face. Great athleticism, standing moonsault press for a 2 count.
I tell you what, hits to the head, and then it's one punch on there and it's over. But I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think that's Montoya's strategy, but right now that might be his best chance of trying to defeat Junior X. Oh, knee right to the jaw. He might have lost some teeth on that one.
And, you know, one of the things that I got to say, it's got to be difficult for Junior X is that he used to have such a huge fan base here. And as of late, that fan base is entirely gone. It's almost turned on.
Well, you can see he's taunting the fans right now, and he pays for it. 2 feet to the face. Nice cross body by Montoya. Oh! And we were praying for some offense. He got some right there, but he's got to capitalize. Junior X slow to get up. Montoya, clothesline. And another one. Corner to corner. He looks poised and ready. Junior X looks a little bit dozy right now. Montoya trying to pick up that winning combination. What could it be? Counter, holds on to the ropes, and instead gets clotheslined over the top. And Junior X looks like he's had enough with the games. He's ready to put him away. Oh, head right into the hardest part of the ring. And, I mean, you got to admire the heart being showed by Montoya. I mean, I think it's the only thing is his heart that's keeping him in this match. Nice flapjack. Probably the biggest move he has hit all match. Could it be it? He says he's going up top. What could this young man be going for?
He's got to be careful. I mean, Junior X is a veteran with high IQ knowledge in that area.
X turns around. Oh, he caught him. Straight down.
I think he got it. Wait a minute. What is...
Junior X not going for a cover
He's not going to win that one.
for reasons we don't know. What is this boy doing? And he
your
wanted to
winner,
make sure
and still
that we knew that he knew
Ultra
that he
X
had this match
champion,
well in hand.
Junior
And he absolutely did. Junior X retains the Ultra X Championship in an impressive showing, not only by the champion, but by the challenger as well. Montoya showed
You know, Bobby Jackson is the kind of guy who clearly holds grudges. He's the kind of guy where if you owed him $5 and you were a day late paying it, he would remind you every day for the rest of your life.
Well, let's be serious. I mean, when Bronson made his surprise, and it was a surprise return to UCW-ZERO, he took off the spikes that Bobby Jackson wears to the ring and drove them into the face of Bobby Jackson, lacerating him quite badly. If you're going to hold a grudge, that is a good reason to do so. A knuckle lock here in the middle of the ring. We don't see this every day. Nice maneuver by Bobby Jackson. Gains arm control with the ringer. Bronson trying to find an escape here. Trying to roll through to find the escape, and does so. Nice hammer lock here by Bronson. Both these guys know their technical wrestling holds, as showcased there with a nice headlock takedown by Bobby Jackson.
Well, you know what? Let me put it to you this way, Derek. If you didn't have to work, right? If you and I we didn't have to work, we didn't have to do anything like that. If you could learn anything you wanted to learn, what would it be? You just had unlimited time to learn anything.
How to play guitar.
How to play guitar. Okay. Bronson's been in an insane asylum. He's been in an 8x8 padded structure for years. What do you think he's been doing with all of his spare time? He's been learning how to do things like chain wrestle. He's been learning how to do things like counter certain moves, and he should have been able to counter that, but that's okay. Things happen. You know, he's had a lot of time on his hands, and that's why he's as good as he is.
Well, there you have it. I think right now, I guess he learned how to knee a face to break a dragon sleeper. Nice maneuver there. What a right hand.
I'm sure there's a nurse or two who's had a broken nose.
Well, I was surprised at the beginning of this match we were seeing such scientific wrestling, but that looks like it's out the window. Nice maneuver, that calf kick by Bobby Jackson, one of his trademark maneuvers to perfection every time.
Well, and you know what? I will say this. It's Jackson, his ability to get that high. There aren't even NFL prospects that have that kind of a vertical.
Yeah, and if I said this last show, I think when you look at Bobby Jackson, he's got all the tools, but I think if he has one Achilles heel, if you will, it's sometimes he lets his emotions get the best of him, sometimes to his own detriment. And we'll see how frustrated he will get as this match goes on.
You know, the one thing I will say about Bobby Jackson is that not necessarily the most vocal guy. He will be vocal when he needs to be, but he mostly, is an actions bigger than words kind of guy.
Yeah, did you see that? Bronson, full head of steam, driving the elbow right into Bobby Jackson. Trying it once again, looking for a Frankensteiner. Nice maneuver. And he says he's got flips. Nice counter there by Bobby Jackson. Oh my goodness. Looks like he was trying to go for perhaps a missile drop kick. Did not get all he wanted.
Well, and you know what? The thing is that this isn't a team sport. This isn't something where you can throw a ball from one player to another and easily make contact. Your opponent is not always going to cooperate with what you want, especially when it doesn't help your opponent.
Yeah. Bronson able to kind of turn his shoulders to avoid most of the contact. Nice forearm, wasn't able to avoid that. He blocked it with his face. Oh, what's this? Oh. Back body drop on the floor. Oh my goodness. And that could be the turning point. Bobby Jackson, I told you that he lets his emotions get the best of him. Right there, his momentum got the best of him, and it resulted in him crashing to the concrete. Ooh. Bronson says he's going to get crazy. Oh, my goodness. Throwing his posterior right at Bobby Jackson, right to his face.
You know, I don't even like front flips into a pool, let alone on concrete.
Yeah, but if you're going to take out your opponent, I mean, you can't argue with the results there.
You know, Bobby, I'm never going to get used to this. Bobby Jackson, another competitor who is going to be in the UCW-ZERO main event, teaming along Dante Acosta and Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio's first time in the UCW-ZERO ring, going up against Martin Casals and the 801 District, Ultra X champion Junior X, and I believe he will retain the title, but it still has yet to be determined. So I will say current UCW heavyweight champion Los Mochipaco.
And Bobby trying to fight back here. Hits the ropes. Oh, and then eats a spin kick. What a maneuver there by Bronson. Man, he's been impressive in this matchup so far. Covers both shoulders. Gets a 2 count. Bronson's starting to look a little bit frustrated. He's got to maintain his composure, which is hard to say for a gentleman like Bronson.
And you know, when I think about the 15th anniversary show, and of course I want to focus on these matches, so I'll talk about these two. At the 10th anniversary show, I remember Bronson faced off against Nick Valentino, who back then was formerly known as Chip. And of course, Bobby Jackson as Jason Jackson had a match one-on-one with the Deacon of Doom.
Yeah, and it's amazing how things can change just in 5 years. Both these guys have gotten so much better. And when you talk about them both getting better, they converge right now as two of the top-tier competitors in UCW-ZERO. And I guess tonight we're going to find out who is the better of the two. Right now, Bronson getting the better of Jason Jackson, shoots him hard into the buckle. And Jason Jackson looks worse for wear, grabbing his lower back as my broadcasting partner argues with his presidential competitor. You look a little off your game with Marcus by you.
No, I'm fine. Listen to what Bronson is saying. He's saying, I'm sorry to have to do this to you.
Jackson trying to mount a comeback. Oh, right to the breadbasket of Bobby Jackson. Full head of steam. Oh, elbow right to the top of the head. Man, Bronson has been impressive. And what do you think if he scores a pinfall here against Bobby Jackson?
You know what? Done it before. He can definitely do it again. One of the things that I don't think a lot of people remember about Bronson is that former heavyweight champion, just the same as Bobby Jackson. Former Ultrax champion, just the same as Bobby Jackson. I think the reason why, I could easily say that Bronson probably doesn't get as much respect from the fans as he should. And I think the main reason for that is that Jackson currently, I will say currently, is performing at a pretty consistent level in the main event arena. Whereas, Bronson had to take some time off, so he's rebuilding.
Yeah, and I think you bring up a good point. I mean, we asked the question why Bronson attacked Bobby Jackson, and maybe we're getting the answer right here. To unseat Jackson as a top-tier competitor here in UCW-ZERO. And Bobby firing off some right hands after the Fez press. Ducks the line. What's he going for? German suplex. Oh, and he got it. What a maneuver by Bronson. That's one of Bobby Jackson's favorite maneuvers, and it was used against him right there.
I will say I've never considered Bronson to be a body guy, but he put body, heart, and soul into that suplex.
Counter, what's this? Oh, Blue Thunder Bomb, one of the trademark maneuvers of Bronson. And these guys are trading each other's moves used against each other in a battle that is really heating up here. Which competitor is going to gain a vertical base first and hence have a big advantage here going into the final stages of this match? Both good.
Our audience doesn't know how to count.
It seems to be an epidemic in the wrestling world. And who's going to gain the momentum here? Answer, Bobby Jackson. Oh, what two stiff clotheslines. Jackson looks determined right here, looking for a suplex, and he got it. And look at the determination in his eyes. He loves to use that patented elbow drop off the top rope. Done with his own shake and sizzle. Will it be the maneuver right here?
I think it's too early. I think that Bronson is going to...
Oh.
Never mind.
Adjusting in midair, almost a corkscrew frog splash of sorts. I don't know what to call it, but it landed perfect.
Almost in midair, decided that an elbow was not going to be enough.
And Bobby not showing as much frustration as almost disbelief. He thought he had Bronson there. But like we said, Bronson determined not to be one-upped again by Bobby Jackson. Jackson looks poised in the corner. What could he be going for here? Oh, instead he catches a kick. What a maneuver by Bronson. Kicks him off of him. What's Bronson going to do here? He looks poised. He looks ready. It looks like an idea just popped in that crazy head of his. What could that idea be? Looks like we will find out soon enough, Josh. What is this?
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. Corkscrew flipping ace crusher. Landed perfectly, but he cannot capitalize. You got to think if he was able just to adjust his body, make one 360 roll towards Bobby Jackson, he could have a 3 count here.
I tell you what, man, those high-risk, high-reward moves, you got to question them sometimes because that move was way high risk, and I don't think the reward was high enough, even if it was 100% successful.
Both guys almost leaning on each other to get to a vertical base. Bronson saying that he's the staple, and he's looking to prove it. Count. Oh, went for that neck breaker. That's what he beat him with last month. Oh, misses the spear. What's Bronson going for? German suplex again? No, roll through. Hooks the leg.
Not like this.
Oh, he got him. And Bobby Jackson proves he is still the staple of UCW-ZERO. Despite the best efforts of Bronson, he was definitely game tonight. Not game enough to get the 3 count.
I don't understand all this staple stuff. I mean, why would you want to be a staple? Be something like a nail or a screw or a bolt.
Well, right now, you got to think Bronson thinks that Bobby Jackson is kind of the proverbial screw in his thumb. Some frustration being shown on Bronson's face. almost looking across the ring and somewhat, I don't know what to say about this. Face to face, center of the ring. And he outstretches the hand. I don't think we've seen this from Bronson. And what do you know? A sign of respect. Respect earned through competition. Gotta love this, Josh.
I'm not a fan. If you'll excuse me, Derek, I've got a team I need to go recruit.
Will you do so? And in the meantime, we will prep for the second half and a hot main event to this UCW.
Cassidy, you want to interrupt my match? You want to cost me the title? March 4th, UCW 15th anniversary. Me and you, last man standing.
Ray Gay, sit your ass down. All right, so we're going to start off like this. You guys need to show two guys the proper respect they deserve. One of them already got a win tonight, and the other one's going to easily defend that title once again. Give it up for Paco and Junior X.
And the dominant force here in UCW-ZERO, once again making their way to the ring. No one can
see those bugs anymore. Good job. Hey, sit down. Your boyfriend Nick's not out here. He's not going to give you love tonight. Here's the deal. Everybody wants to know some things that happened recently, okay? So let's break this down. Hate Crew. The bitch and the butch, right? I would say Dante's probably the butch, right? He's a little guy, but he's still probably the butch. And Ray over here saw Nick's little guy, and so they probably think he's the bitch. So Nick Valentino wants to challenge me. Last man standing. I know you guys aren't very educated, you know, so you just, what? All right. Last man standing anniversary show. I ain't no bitch like these two in the front row and Nick Valentino. We handle it. Nick Valentino's done. I'm going to smack you next.
You're more than haters. You're a bunch of losers. Remember, you're the one sitting in the seats. I'm the one in this ring. So shut your mouth. When I have this microphone, you shut the hell up, bucko. Anybody else want to join these guys? Apparently not, because they're smarter than you two. When I have this microphone, you shut up, okay? I've got all night. I'll go grab a chair and I'll sit in this ring and I'll just cross my legs, all right? Nick Valentino and Dante Acosta, they are done, over with. The Hate Crew is buried. We buried their asses with chairs at the last show. I'll be sure to put that on my resume, too.
How about we leave it at this? Nick Valentino, he's going to be done for. You guys will get a sign-up list. You guys put your names on it. We'll whoop your ass next. Ray gets Stuffington over here can be next. The old piece of crap old man in the front row, you can be next, but let's be honest, you're going to croak before that happens. Have a good night, pieces of shit. We'll see you later.
Well, that was abrupt and somewhat profane. But what I got from that is I believe Cassidy has accepted the challenge of Nick Valentino. Valentino. At the 15th anniversary show, it will be Cassidy. It will be Nick Valentino in a last man standing.
Being accompanied to the ring by Adam Reyes and Trey Matthews, the tag team of Stevie Slick and the Deacon of Doom.
Folks, if you've ever wanted to view a hostage situation on live TV, this might be as close as you can get.
Yeah, I mean, what Josh is speaking of is the Deacon of Doom, definitely a reluctant member of No More Heroes, forced into the group, actually, last month when he lost a strap match to Jeff Orcutt.
Well, and you know, Deacon and Slick are look like they're in actual wrestling gear. The other two men, not so much. Slick has asked for the mic, so of course we'll give him the time.
I think we should change their name from No More Heroes to The Generation Gap.
Bigger than the Grand Canyon, Derek.
And those quadriceps smaller than toothpicks.
Everyone needs to shut up so Steve can talk.
That boy needs a belt.
I was just about to say that.
This is good. This is a good handicap match. We're going to beat the crap out of that little Mexican. What?
Steve, you know I'm a fair guy. I play by the rules. 2-on-1 just is not going to do it. I took the privilege, maybe a bit of an executive order, to add a component to this match. You see, Dragon needs a tag team partner. I asked Tarasco to come out. He's a
Tabasco?
Tarasco.
Tabasco?
The Mexican. He's going to come out. You guys want to see him?
Bring out Tabasco. Deacon, you had no business doing that. This is supposed to be a 2-on-1 beatdown.
Tarasco. The first time I have ever seen this competitor. Is there something I have missed, Josh?
193 pounds from Michoacan, Mexico, Tarasco.
I'm going to assume that's a no.
Well, I was waiting for Victoria to finish announcing, but I mean, really, again, UCW-ZERO is the land of opportunity, and when it comes down to it, if anyone wants a shot here, they can come get a shot. This is a debut is what we're seeing right now, but what I will say is that someone was telling me that Tarasco is Spanish for mayonnaise. I still haven't confirmed that with my Google Translate app.
Well, there you have it. I mean, we are going to assume, given the little information we have been provided, that this guy is new. He likes the Lucha Libre style, and he is a friend of Dragon.
Well, and you know what? It's one of those things where, I mean, if Deacon wants to do something like this, I'm not necessarily against it, but there is no such thing as the Deacon of Doom doing an executive order.
Hey, if the president can do it, why can't the Deacon of Doom do it?
Because he has no authority here.
Hey, in the name of fairness, I think this was a good choice. And right now we're seeing in the name of sportsmanship, asking for a handshake. And Stevie Slick not pleased by the sportsmanship being showed by the Deacon of Doom. Let's see what this Tarasco has to offer.
Yeah, you know, apologies to the viewers at home. One of the things that we like to do when we see a new athlete is we want to see what they're capable of in the ring, so we may do a little bit more observing than speaking. We do apologize in advance. But one thing I will say about the Deacon is that clearly he knows a little bit more about this gentleman than we do.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is an impromptu match, so we were not able to research Tarasco prior to the contest. But I'm going to assume this man at least has some skill in the ring, because no Smo can get in the ring and wrestle for UCW-ZERO.
I was about to say, you can't just put on a mask and sparkly pants and expect to get in. You have to pay your dues first.
Deacon backed into the ropes. Oh, nice hip toss there by Tarasco. And an arm drag takedown. He knows his basics. And finish it off with a body slam. Nice maneuver. Quite impressed so far.
What do you think about his gear? I know that you have been partial to pink in your past, but this is something else.
I thought of making a tag team partial to pink with Tyler Cintron one time.
Is that what you would call it? Partial to pink?
Among other things, yes.
Okay. There are no judgments here at UCW-ZERO.
And this is the first time we're seeing Stevie Slick in the ring. Usually very hesitant. And now being thrown off of his game by Dragon. Tie up in the center of the ring. Nice arm drag by Dragon. Make it 2. That'll break a hip. Make it 3. And you know what? This might make me a bad man, Josh, but I kind of like seeing Stevie Slick squirm in pain.
Well, and you know what? Don't get me wrong. We've known Slick for around the same amount of time, but you've had way more one-on-one experience with him than I do. My office is only a couple doors down from him, but you've been in a tag team with him. You've worked one-on-one with him in the ring before. I've never had that pleasure.
He used to pay for my meals. 3 of them a day. Oh, and did you see that on the outside of the ring? I'm not sure if our cameras caught it. And this thing is breaking down. Big Dallas Murdoch on the attack like a blitzkrieg. They came down to this ring. These guys are not messing around. These are my type of guys right here, Josh.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Dallas Murdoch and Big Vig, these boys are not ones to mess with.
Yeah, one of the best tag teams here in UCW-ZERO and the best barroom fighters here in UCW-ZERO.
Rude, crude, tattooed, lewd, preferably not nude.
That's a lot of rhyming words there.
Yeah, I've been on a Dr. Seuss kick lately.
Haven't we all? And the crowd rallying behind Dragon. But he is unable to get, and did you see that? I mean, I didn't even see it initially. Stevie Slick using the wrist tape to choke Dragon. That's a veteran maneuver.
It's one thing, it's a veteran maneuver, it's a Stevie Slick maneuver. I don't think I've seen anyone else in the UCW ring use that before.
Ooh, big punch to the stomach. And the Deacon of Doom still looking a little bit hesitant, a little bit of reluctant to descend to the tactics being displayed by Stevie Slick.
Well, and it's weird to see Vig and Murdoch get behind this team. I don't know if it's just that they have beef with No More Heroes or what.
Doesn't everybody have beef with No More Heroes?
That's not really the point, Derek.
These guys are not the most popular guys in the locker room.
Well, neither am I, but I still somehow get things done.
Much truth to that. Case in point. I'll give you that. And just look at the face of the Deacon. I mean, obviously this guy forced against his will to join No More Heroes. And surprisingly, Deacon, was he choking Dragon in the corner?
I don't know if it was intentional, but I think Stevie Slick was definitely holding the tag rope in place. And look at that, now Trey Matthews will hold the tag rope in place too.
Looks like he's almost having an internal battle with himself. And Dallas Murdoch and Vig trying to rally the crowd behind Dragon, but up to this point to no avail. Stevie Slick, more roughhouse maneuvers. He might not know very many legal wrestling holds, but when it comes to chokes and cheating, this guy's got a bag of tricks.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, the Deacon of Doom looks like he's slowly but surely getting behind his team here.
He's being indoctrinated, I guess. Make that tag, Dragon. Stretch out your hand, bud.
Well, here we go. The Deacon of Doom and the Mexican Mayo. Here we go.
Tarasco, big clothesline there. A back elbow to Stevie Slick. Another clothesline to the Deacon of Doom. Let's see what this boy can pull together. He's going to shoot the Deacon off. What's he going for here? No, the Deacon holds on. Tarasco, low bridge. Oh, my goodness. His tailbone just hit the concrete right here in front of us.
Yeah, the Amigo just went south of the border.
And see where he fell, right in front of No More Heroes. And once again, the neutralizers, Vig and Dallas Murdoch. Look at these boys fight. No More Heroes trying to regroup. Stevie Slick throws in Tarasco to the Deacon of Doom. Steve's got that mysterious book. Oh, he hits the Deacon!
That's where Deacon hides the moonshine.
And here we go, Tarasco for the cover. 2, 3. And the older squad of No More Heroes defeated by the Mexican upstarts, Dragon and Tarasco, flanked by Dallas Murdoch and Big Big. What a victory.
Well, would you call that their varsity squad because they're older? I mean, they definitely don't perform like No More Heroes usually does.
Hey, I like the cultural unity being shown in the ring right now. The gender gap, or excuse me, the generation gap outside the ring arguing amongst each other. And Vic saying, please get out of the ringside area in different verbiage.
Well, clearly a victory to the new guys in the Luchadors. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Jackson.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and the winning team, the leader of the winning team, will become in charge of UCW-ZERO throughout the anniversary show. With that being said, introducing first the challengers.
And we are looking at the team assembled by Josh Damian, his 3 chosen competitors to represent him. If Josh Damian will be the president of UCW-ZERO, the head honcho, the decision maker, and he picked No More Heroes.
Introducing first as part of Team Josh Damian.
Well, he's got.
Adam Reyes,
we
Matthews,
have 5
Guerrero
guys
Azteca,
at the entrance. I wonder what 3 we are looking at for Team Damian tonight. It looks like it will be Adam Reyes, one member of Team Damian. Trey, it looks like Trey will be the second member. And I am going to go out on a limb here and assume the 3rd member of Team Damian will be Guerrero Azteca.
And introducing
High stakes
opponents.
here in UCW-ZERO. Team Josh Damian has been assembled. Will they be victorious in this match to ensure he maintains power during the biggest show of the year for our company?
Excuse me.
Mr. Damian, you're right. It's been kind of an interesting evening. I really wasn't able to go back as easily as you and just access the locker room. I'm kind of new around here. So I did manage to get together a few guys that wanted to be on my team. So without further ado, I figured I'd go ahead and bring out who I was able to scrape together.
And to represent Team Marcus, oh wow, he brings the heavy hitters to the fight. Dallas Murdoch, Big Big,
And introducing
and
their
Odwin. What a team!
The tag team of Odwin,
And I gotta
Dallas
say,
Murdoch, and
these are
Big
3 very
SOK
strong picks
Jordan.
on draft day for Team Marcus. I like his chances. And Josh Damian visibly upset.
I hope we did okay. Good luck, buddy. Remember, your job depends on it.
High stakes here. We have Team Damian versus Team Marcus. Who will be in control when March 4th rolls around during the anniversary show, the biggest show of the year for UCW-ZERO. No More Heroes looks somewhat reluctant to get in the ring. And Guerrero Azteca, a guy who usually receives cash payment for fighting, I wonder how much Josh Damien had to pay him to join Damien's team. Odwin standing strong in the middle of the ring. The big Viking brute looks more than ready to take on all three competitors. Odwin rallying the crowd. They might not have a Viking horn, but they're loud. Not so much for Adin Reyes, who took exception to me calling him not the leader of No More Heroes. Apparently, there is no leader of No More Heroes. They are all the respective leaders of No More Heroes. And Adin Reyes pushed down there. Reyes looks like he's regrouping. By regrouping, I mean tagging out. No, that's not going to work. And some more regrouping. They tag in Guerrero Azteca. Let's see what Azteca can do against the big Viking monster. We've seen these guys square off before. Guerrero Azteca not looking impressed by the crowd. Tie up in the center of the ring. Oh, and look at the power. Leverage, strength, height. He's got it all. Straight from Norway, the big Nordic monster. And he pushes him off again. Odwin looking impressive, standing his ground in the middle of the ring. Ooh, and Azteca, big knee. Odwin just shaking off the blows. Big reversal. And a Nordic avalanche. 300 plus pounds caving in the body of Guerrero Azteca. The crowd wants it, they get it. Big chop. And here comes, and Azteca moves out of the way. Could he be going for it? Oh, German suplex. Unbelievable leverage maneuver there. And Azteca, very impressive. I was surprised. And now Adin Reyes, more than happy to get in the ring once Odwin has been put down and compromised. Odwin still trying to shrug the beating off. Tag back to Azteca. And they might be on the same team, but they don't look like they're cohesive. And Trey, maybe the bravest member of the team. Obviously the smallest. Ooh, kick to the knee, jumping forearm. Going for, oh my goodness, elevated by Odwin. And he comes crashing down, and here comes Reyes. Off the ropes, full head of steam, crossbody, no way. Odwin's got him up. Sets him on the top. What's he doing here? Picks him up to put him down. What's this? Trey, right into the crotch, into the, you could say, the smallest member of No More Heroes. And they are stacked up in the corner. Odwin looks like he's got bad intentions. Oh, and they move out of the way. Oh, and what a drop kick. The elevation of the young fellow. He kicked him in the throat. And now tags in Azteca. Azteca going for a suplex. He got it. My, oh my, Azteca able to get under the weight of Odwin, use his back, use his legs to put, and there's that thunder chop. One of his favorite maneuvers. Goes for the cover. Odwin able to power out it too. Tag back in to Reyes. He loves to use that falling senton, and there it is. Like a cannonball, and now goading Big Vig and Dallas Murdoch into the ring. And finally able to kick Odwin down. It has been a collaborative effort, that's for sure. Odwin trying to push his way free, backed into the corner. That's where you want to put your competitor. Smart move by Azteca. Oh, and a shoulder into the gut. Ooh, nice. Oh, double knee, caught him right in the face. Beautiful move there by Trey. Azteca telling him to keep him in. Oh, and a nice splash there in the corner, avalanche style. Surprised how well these guys are working together. Oh, that's not gonna work. He breaks it, big boot there. And Odwin had an opportunity to make the tag. He did not do it. Big mistake could be. Is Reyes now mounting the back, almost like a sleeper hold. I think he does have his arms wrapped across his neck. Tag to Murdoch, big clothesline. Make it 2. Murdoch is flying around for Team Marcus right now. And Josh Damian, who's standing in front of me, his presidency could be compromised right here, right now. Murdoch is cooking. Probably the best shape of his career. Makes the tag to Big Vig. The Mark McGuire-like cleanup hitter for this team. Oh, nope, and back in the corner. Reyes, look at the look on his face. He's crying for mercy. And I said these guys are probably the barroom brawl champions of UCW-ZERO. I bet Reyes would testify to that fact right now. Marcus looks quite confident that he assembled the winning combination here. Oh my. Ouch. One word. Ouch. Big Vig, full head of steam. Oh, and what a clothesline. Oh, and a boot to the face. And I love that look of determination on his face. Vig is not messing around. European-like uppercut caught him right in the face. Trey shot off. And oh my goodness. I've seen a clothesline. That clothesline turned him inside out and upside down. What a maneuver. I could say Trey looks like he's on Dream Street, but that may have put him asleep and woke him up at the same time. He's asking us to be quiet so we can all hear the agony. If you ask, you shall receive. Oh. And Team Marcus in full control right here. Oh, big hip toss. Capitalize the B, capitalize the I, check, capitalize the G. What a hip toss there. Into the lights, almost literally. And, oh, and a nice kick. Got him in the back of the head. Tags in Adin Reyes. It's desperation time for Team Damien. Shoot off counter reversal. What's this? Oh, what a maneuver. Bossman like slam with a twist. Oh, and I thought that was going to be a 3 count. Reyes favoring the back of his neck. We know that neck has been hurt recently, and that is definitely going to re-aggravate an injury. Oh my goodness. Here on the apron, Trey, a series of knees to Odwin. 3 of them by fact. Oh, what a punch there by Vig. And what's Odwin doing? Bad intentions by the big Nordic monster. What's this? Places him to Vig, who scoops him up power slam style. Looking for maybe an Oklahoma Stampede. No. What a counter there by Trey. Caught him with the knee. What's Adin Reyes going for? Oh, splash. Oh. That was 2. I think the ref almost made a 3 count, but it was a 2. Big swan dive off the top. And this could be Damian's team's biggest chance. Spinebuster, yes. Aztec has got to cover him. Instead, he makes the tag. Could be a mistake. And what is Reyes looking for here? He's got Reyes vision. Marcus rallying the crowd behind Vig. His presidency on the line. Few right hands, didn't get it. What's this? Full Nelson, bomb. What a move by Vig. And if there was ever a time to make the tag, that time is now. Both competitors inching towards their corner. Tags made to Murdoch. Tags made to Trey. Murdoch, clothesline, back elbow, and another clothesline. Oh, inverted atomic drop. Dallas Murdoch on fire for the 2nd time in this match. Shoots Adin Reyes off. Samoan drop, yes. Murdoch has the match well in hand. Big kick to the stomach. Oh, what a hangman's neck breaker. Makes the signal that this is the end. Will it be the end for Josh Damian as president in 2017? Scoops him up onto the shoulder, power slam style. Oh, Odwin pulls Aztec out. Oklahoma, no, what a maneuver. Murdoch goes upstairs. Oh, what a leg drop. 1, 2, 3. And Marcus will be your president come March 4th for the 15-year anniversary show. And what this means is Josh Damian has been forcibly evicted from office. You can call it impeachment, you can call it removal, but Damian is out. What a win. Team Big, Dallas Murdoch, and Odwin successful. Reyes looks like he's out on his feet right now. And what's going on here? No more heroes mounting the attack.
Break it up. That's it. That's it. Nope. Get out of here. That's it. That's it. You guys can't control your locker room? That's it. As of right now, since you can't control your locker room or your team, you are relieved of your duties as general manager. You